everything is working.
Yeah. Everything's working, but the tinnitus in my ears. It's fucking awful.
Are you just ringing?
All the time.
You know,
I'm trying to
Shatner has tinnitus.
it's dude, he's the only person I know who has tinnitus. But then which is crazy that we do this movie thing and
Yeah.
Shatner's definitely gonna be showing up, but
Oh, yeah.
it was like I'm just like the only person I've ever known that's in public with tinnitus is him. Like nobody else says anything. But I was riding around with a technician in Florida who's a roaming technician. I'm gonna be careful not to use people's names or anything
Right.
about them. And I was like, "Hey, man, I've got like, because everybody I know, I tell I have it for some reason. Because I think someone's gonna go, I have it too. And he was like, oh, I just started getting it. And I was like,
Right.
what? And he goes, oh yeah. He goes, it's actually really loud right now. We were riding in his van. Um, and I was like, you have it? And he was like, yeah, just started. And I was like, same. And he's like, it's pretty bad. I was like, it's really bad, dude. Like, it's fucking awful.
I've been just playing with my Blackstone grill. Came home today, just did breakfast for dinner on the Blackstone. It was quick. That way I could get ready for all this good stuff.
Did you win one at the Christmas thing,
No,
or did you buy one?
my brother and mom went in on one for me for Christmas.
What do they cost now?
Oh, I have no idea. I know that to buy all the accessories is a couple $100, but yeah, it's
They're killer. They're
oh
killer.
man, I'm having a ball.
We've warped ours. We used it so much, you know, that thick metal plate, because that metal plate just kind of sits on that framework. Like you can
Right.
pick it up. Like it's barely, it kind of goes down a little bit in there if it's the same way it used to connect, but you can lift it off, right? Can
I
you
haven't
lift?
tried.
But didn't you have to assemble it?
Um, to a degree, but the plate and most of the assembly, the gas burners underneath and everything was together.
Oh, and the plate was already over them?
Yep.
Well, maybe this is the way it is now. When I got it years ago, it was the plate was a separate piece that you kind of had to lock in. But we used it so much that that thick metal plate bent, so it would wobble on top, and it got rusty a couple times, and I'd strip the rust out and reseason it and everything. But uh, but we love it, man. Or we love it.
Yeah.
I threw it away, but I need another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it until it's dead. It's saving a lot of
We killed.
dishes from being done.
I bet I bet it is saving a lot of dishes. It's great from that you don't have to do now.
Well, I mean,
You cook.
let's call it what it is. Jen does a lot of the dishes. She cleans up after us, and
Right.
if I don't have to create more for her while I'm cooking dinner, then it's a win.
I could only have paper plates and be fine.
Right.
I know that's wrong.
Just throw it away. I know.
Just throw it away.
Yeah.
Just throw it away.
It's too bad you can't cook on them.
You can't cook on them. You can't cook on them at all. All right. What's the first?
Do you want to you want to do Stand By Me first?
Yeah. I'm good to roll into Stand By Me. Which is when does it come out?
Stand By Me comes out in 1986. I want to say it's August of 86.
That would make sense.
Yep. It's 1982 novella by Stephen King called The Body.
I didn't know it was written in 82 and the movie was released
86.
by 86. I thought it was some deep cut they found. That's cool.
No, yep. So, and this is mostly Wikipedia. The core cast is 4 young actors of the time. We'll get into their characters, but it takes place in 1959. The movie is, based in, or came out in 1986. I think we were talking about it. This was like one of the early rated R movies that had kids in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was one of those, for me, it was a movie I went with my friend's parents. So the Johnsons next door, who he's a voice actor now, Eric Vale, very
Yep.
famous voice actor, but his parents took me to that. I didn't know what the movie was about. I didn't even know anything about it. It was just like, you're spending the night with the neighbors and they're all going to a movie. And I would imagine some permissions had to be asked because it was R.
Right.
So I probably knew it was rated R. I didn't go to the movies with his parents a ton, so they were probably getting us in, and he was the movie nut. Like, he had his walls of his bedroom were Fangoria
Nice.
magazine inserts. Like, he had a subscription to
Well, he's
Fangoria.
a
Like,
voice actor. I'm sure he was
yeah,
into it, right?
yeah, and
Yeah.
horror, big time horror. But anyway, but yeah, I didn't know anything about it, which is one of those things that sometimes when I see a good trailer, I literally think back to Stand By Me, and I'm like, man, why can't it be like that? Like, I don't know if you ever went to a movie where you didn't know anything about it, like literally just the least you could know, and it blew me away. To your point, it was kids our age. We were the same age as I mean, what are we, 12? You and I are 12 at the time that comes out.
12 at the time, and the kids in the movie are all 12.
Right, right, right. So
So,
it struck a major chord, and they were cussing,
yep.
which kids weren't, and kids were like the comic relief in movies. You know, they
Yeah.
were the kids in Vacation, but they were not. Kids were silly. Kids were.
Oh, yeah.
It was a parent movie, and the kids got a little section. You know, great
Little
outdoor.
side story.
Yeah, like the great
Yeah.
outdoors. The kids in the
Yeah.
green, the romantic, the kid who's on vacation with his parents, a little romance that they give
Yeah.
8 minutes of the movie to, whatever. But and there were some. I'd have to look it up, but like, God, what's the River Phoenix one where they build a spaceship and travel
The Explorers.
the Explorers?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
there were
got,
those, but that's not rated R,
yeah.
right?
No,
That's,
no, no, no.
you know what I mean? That's G, probably, maybe
Yeah.
PG.
Yeah.
I don't even know if PG-13's out yet, because that doesn't happen till Temple of Doom. PG-13 was created for the movie Temple of Doom so that it wouldn't be an R. PG-13 didn't exist before Temple of Doom, and the whatever that ratings association did that. So it was wild, to your
Yeah.
point, to hear like 12-year-olds using
Yeah.
the F word.
Man, it
And
was the same thing for me. I went after church. I went with a church group, and we went and saw this movie together, which I thought was a little odd, but we went to this movie, and same thing. I wasn't ready for it. Didn't know anything about it.
who took you?
I went with some people from after church. I want to say my parents were there. We went with a group of people
Okay.
after church, and I just thought, we're going to go see a movie after church. That's cool. And we went and saw it, and it was a delight. It was just it's just a delight. I'm not sure that Stand By Me didn't encourage me to smoke cigarettes when I was about 13
Oh,
years old.
for sure. Dude, Chris Chambers, with the cigarettes
This,
rolled up in his
come on,
sleeve.
man. Come
Yeah,
on,
and
man.
you know what? As you were saying that, the thing that makes me realize why it worked so well at the time was you got to go and I got to go because the people who were taking us, it was about them at 12.
Yep.
But we happened to also be 12.
Yep.
Right. So it was this perfect thing because this was my parents' childhood, the 50s.
Yep.
Right. So I'm sure that's why a group from church went, because
Yep.
it was,
It was different, man.
it was a movie about the 50s, right? Which is, and going into the 60s. So that was nostalgia for them, but we were getting to see how we talk to our friends really represented, not the Looners
Absolutely.
and Goochers, and like all that stuff was just fun to see because I think that was a thing, right? Like, it was clearly of that time, but not difficult to relate to at all for me.
Yep. Yep.
So
And I mean, this was a fairly easy movie for me to pick up and watch. I think it's on Prime, it's on Fandango, Apple TV. It's accessible to get
yeah,
to. It was a huge hit. It was a number one
yeah,
in a really big summer of movies. some notable stuff that happened during that time, during the summer. It was in the music world, Madonna was absolutely dominating the music charts with the True Blue record. It had Papa Don't Preach, True Blue, all those songs on it, right?
Yeah.
And Oprah Winfrey debuted. Yeah.
Nationally, she was already on in Chicago, probably.
In August of 1986, she was Chicago, and she came with I think 86 is when she went national.
Yeah.
Yep. The music charts were dominated pretty much by Madonna. It was kind of one of the things that I had looked up. The revival of the song Stand By Me happened that year. It was a hit again. It got all the way to number 9 on the charts because of the movie.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, very good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly, Benny
James
King.
Taylor. James Taylor.
Dude.
Isn't Lollipop James Taylor? There's one on there that's like, who did that? Let me look. I'm gonna look it up. The Chordettes. Yeah, it wouldn't have been that. What is the who's on the soundtrack?
Great Balls of Fire is on the soundtrack. I'm sure of that. So Jerry Lee Lewis, Buddy Holly.
My favorite song on there was Take Out the Papers in the Trash.
Oh, that's Yakety Yak.
Yakety Yak was my favorite song on that.
Yep.
I played that tape, dude, and it was a tape.
Oh, me too, man. A bunch of times. I had that soundtrack. It was on cassette for sure.
Mr. Lee. We're just saying the ones that we remember. I think I was thinking of I must have been thinking of Buddy Holly. Not really. I probably heard Every Day and didn't realize that was Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yep.
Because it was kind of a gentler, less rockabilly.
It was very composed.
Very composed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the good times roll. Come on, baby, let the good times
roll. Yeah.
Come go with me. I don't know. Whispering Bells. Get a Job. Oh, Get a Job. That was another great one.
Get a Job. Sha-na-na.
Yeah.
So Benny King had a huge comeback, obviously, with that. Like 2 other huge ones. It was a soundtrack summer too. The Karate Kid 2, The Glory of Love by Peter Cetera.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're going to the water. We're going to the water park.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's listen in the car.
Let's find a girl, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then Stevie Winwood had a hit with Higher Love. I love that song.
Oh, that is a great song.
Yeah. Yep. And on the day the movie opened was Queen's final show on August 9th, 1986. It was actually the day after the movie opened. They performed their last concert at Knebworth Park in England. Queen's last show was in 1986.
Wow.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah. Would you think it would be later or earlier? Because I would have told you it was earlier. They stopped earlier.
I mean, I knew they performed. Longer? I thought they went to like at least 87, 88.
And they stopped in 86?
86, man. They played Live Aid in 85, and they played a couple of shows after that. And I don't think they never played again.
Yeah.
Which is
where is the last show?
Knebworth. What is it? Knebworth Park in England. Oh. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. It's a K. I think the K is silent.
He'd have looked pretty rough at that point, because I think his last performance, he was not looking great.
Probably so. He was probably lean.
Definitely the last videos he did.
Oh, I remember when I saw him in the Show Must Go On. He was looking rough, man. And God bless him. But
yeah, no doubt.
Just tough. That's a tough way to go.
Yeah, she had killer soundtrack.
Yep, it was a golden year for cinema. Stand By Me entered a crowded office, they're saying, full of classic 80s films, and it reached number 1 Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend, it was number 1, but it was fighting against Aliens, Top Gun, The Karate Kid Part 2, The Fly, some of the cult classics were the Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, which I saw at the movie theater that year, which was
I saw
awesome.
everything you just named at the movie
Yep,
theater.
me too, man. The Transformers movie.
That's a crazy lineup. And that tells me how, like, I'm lucky to go to the movies once every 2 months or once a month, right?
Right.
Um,
And you saw
I
all
saw
those.
everything you just named that summer.
Right. It
You
was
know,
a
but
good year.
I would ride my bike to the movie theater.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, we
you're
would just
going
ride
up
our bikes
against.
there.
You remember how big Top Gun was?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. And this hit number 1 with those other movies bouncing around. So that tells you it was huge. It was huge. Yeah. And
yeah.
I felt like everybody our age saw it.
Had to, I mean, at the theater, man.
Yeah, like, I don't like, it was in the air. Look, so was Top
It
Gun and
was.
all that stuff too. I mean, this was way less than Top Gun was in the air, but
Yeah.
I know
It was definitely there, though.
I don't remember
hit,
kids not being able to see it. I mean, the only thing it's R for is the language,
yeah.
right? Like,
And the
it's
smoking and
barely
drinking, probably.
probably kids smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
Not that it was smoking and drinking, that
Right.
underage kids were smoking and drinking. So you have who you've got Corey Feldman, right? We got Corey
Yep.
Feldman with a burned ear. We've got Jerry
O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell.
Yep.
Is Vern, who's heavy set kid, who's not as heavy set as I remembered him when I rewatched it, to be honest with you. I remember him being bigger, but he was not that big a kid. He was just round cheeked, really.
I think he turned out to be the best looking guy of them
yeah,
all.
the whole thing. And then Star Trek Next Generation kid, Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Will Wheaton. And then River Phoenix.
Yep. And he plays Chris Chambers. Gordy LaChance is Will Wheaton. Teddy Duchamp is Corey Feldman. And Vern Tessio is Jerry O'Connell. And yeah. It's
and Richard Dreyfuss is the voiceover.
Yes, he is the older version, the person they call the writer in the movie kind of credits. But he is the older version of Will Wheaton.
That's right. Yeah. The writer, because he's going to be a writer. The whole that's obviously plays part into it. Yeah, I wanted to be River Phoenix.
Yeah,
you know, when they were of that group of kids. What River was the tougher kid, right? He was the,
he wasn't afraid to speak his mind.
He had a 45.
Yeah, man.
Like, dude, what are we talking about? He smoked cigarettes.
Yep.
He was none of them were built, but if anybody was built well, it was, out of that group, it was his for sure.
I would say they're probably all pretty tough kids, but maybe tough in different ways. I think Vern and Gordy's toughness maybe comes from a psychological disconnection from their families that they're dealing with, maybe, and maybe Teddy Duchamp and Chris Chambers are maybe more abused and dealing with it in that way. So you've got some detachment maybe, and then some overstimulated environments for a couple of the kids. They definitely did a good job giving you the backstories of these young kids at the start of the movie.
Yeah, that's where Cusack shows up.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can't think of a whole lot that dude might have been in. I mean, I think he was in 16 Candles. That might have been the only thing I saw him at the time, and he was just barely in that movie. He might have been in something Better Off Dead.
Oh, yeah, Better Off Dead. Like, he dominated. I don't remember the guy who made that series of movies. There was a guy, and he had a really cool name, and he was kind of a weird.
He had one Crazy Summer was one of them.
Yeah,
Better Off Dead. Yeah.
It was like all Cusack stuff, but it was like 3 movies. What's the one where he wins a boat race with a Ferrari engine in the back of the Like they blow the panels. The boogers in it from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Better Off Dead.
Is that Better Off Dead where he wins the regatta, the race at the end?
No,
He
that's
takes
the ski. That's the ski race.
no. This is on water. It's a boat race.
That sounds like One Crazy Summer to me.
Cusack movie. So if I go to IMDb, John Cusack, I'll be able to tell you who it is by the cast.
Your mic's kind of going weird.
Mike's weird.
There you go.
Better?
There you. Yeah.
Better. I gotta stay close to it.
16 Candles, and then like Better Off Dead. This one, like I think
it must be a sure thing because it's not. It could be One Crazy Summer.
It feels like One Crazy Summer, but it's been a long time. Definitely a movie we'll probably get around to.
Yeah, it's that. It was Goldthwait. It wasn't Booger. It was Goldthwait was in it. It's One Crazy Summer, and there's a rich kid who's like the enemy, and they take his Ferrari and they put his Ferrari in the boat. So like he beats the rich kids. But anyway.
Right.
Cusack's in it. Young.
Yep. You've got Kiefer Sutherland kind of on the older kids, kind of the, what do they call themselves? The Cobras, like the local gang.
Yeah.
The Cobras. And you had Casey Zemesco in that group. You had a lot of young,
Casey Zemesco, who would be in Young Guns as the pugilist.
Yes. He had a good career. He had some
3
good movies.
High.
Yeah. Oh man, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Underrated. We'll have to cover 3 High because 3 High has a really cool shooting style.
I agree.
Like that's the direction.
That's a really good movie.
Like that movie is the cinematography. Like it's shot really cool. The like zoom in on the clock.
The fight is amazing.
The
way the fight is shot.
It doesn't let you down. It does not let you down, dude.
No, I mean,
yeah.
But yeah,
any kid who ever was in a fight that was at the end of school, like it captures the anxiety of I was pissed and picked a fight, and now I have to sit through 5 hours more
day.
Classes,
right?
And then go meet someone and fight them in front of the school. Like it was fucking crazy to be in fights when I was a kid. Like it was see it at the McDonald's or see it behind the
playground.
desk.
Let's go.
Yeah, and it would just be something off campus we'd all meet at. Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Let's go to the playground.
Yeah, but Kiefer was intense in this, right? Like this is where you first start to see him looking a little dangerous. He's creepy looking. Like he plays menacing well. It's a little over the top.
It is over the top, but I think everything in this,
because, he's holding knives to kids' throats, and maybe that would, we did crazy stuff, and I'm not saying that stuff like that didn't happen, but it was definitely they were making you think he would kill them, right at points in the movie. Like
he plays his character's name is Ace Merrill. I can't imagine anybody with the name of someone named Ace Merrill is going to come into the comments one day and go, "Hey, fucker," but that just doesn't sound like a pleasant dude's name.
Yeah, no. There was something about he takes Will Wheaton's hat off.
Yeah, he steals it, and then he puts him to the. I think he puts Chris to the ground because Chris defends him, and Ace has that cigarette, right? And he's, telling him to take it back because he called him. I can't remember what he said, but he said something like, "You're real POS."
There was something that I read about the movie regarding that hat, and I may get it a little bit wrong, but the basic gist of it is, I don't know that was necessarily planned, but he was like, "It's my dad's hat." He was going to take it, but then it was like Kiefer Sutherland was like, "What do I do with the hat?" Like, I'm taking the hat off the kid. It's his dead brother's hat.
Right.
So it's one of those moments where you're establishing, he's like, "That was my brother's hat." Ace knew his brother. Ace is his brother's age, right?
Right.
So I think Kiefer Sutherland was like, "What do I do with the hat?" Or everyone was like, "So what is the point of that?" And he goes, "Ace would just throw that hat away. Like Ace doesn't want that hat. Ace just wants him to not have that hat." So it was like, he threw it away. Like the hat's not coming back later. The kid's not getting the hat back. Like
No, it's
he's
gone.
just a dick.
Yeah.
But like for Sutherland to wrap his head around who this guy was, I think he was like, so why did I take his hat? Like, why do I have his brother's hat? And Rob Reiner was like, you throw it away. Like
Right.
what happened to the hat is you walked off, you threw it in a trash can or you threw it in the street, you kept going. You didn't want the hat. You wanted to hurt the kid.
Right.
And
let's just show you what kind of person you're really supposed to be, what kind of character you really are.
Right. And they're going on an adventure, these 4 kids, right? They're all from rough homes, none of them from money, which is not uncommon in a Stephen King movie. It's not usually about affluent young kids in the suburbs. It's usually about kids who have had a tough time. Like you said, every one of them has some story where there's strain in the home, right? No one's got it easy. You know, Will Wheaton's parents aren't talking to him because his brother John Cusack died.
Right.
And he was the star child and the athlete and all the stuff. And then Feldman's dad's in the crazy house and burned his ear on a stove, so he's abused.
Yep.
You know, Chris Chambers, which is River Phoenix, his dad gets drunk and beats him.
His brother's no prize either. He hangs around with Kiefer Sutherland's
character. No prize either. He's hanging around with the
Eyeball Chambers,
hanging
baby.
Around with Vern probably has good parents. He looks well fed. I don't think Vern had any issue with his parents. Vern had the happiest life.
Yeah.
You know, so Vern was good. Vern just wanted to be with everybody. Vern was just the best. So they go on an adventure because they heard there's a dead body, right? They're hanging out under a porch. They hear the older kids talking about, hey, we heard that this kid got hit by a train and he's got his body and we could be
They've been looking for him, right?
We'll be in the paper, right? The goal. Like everybody just wants credit for finding the body, right?
There's famous.
There's nothing famous in that, right? Like but a very kid view of what we're going to be in the paper.
Right.
In the 1950s, if you're 12,
being in the paper was a big deal.
It's the coolest thing you could probably happen, right?
Absolutely.
You're in a small town in the middle of nowhere. You don't feel like
the highlight of your life.
It might be the highlight of your life. You're never getting out of there. None of those kids think they're going anywhere, which is kind of part of the theme, because it's like they're all like, you can get out of here. You're going to be a writer. You're going to be a great guy, you know? And River Phoenix cheering on Will Wheaton, like, hey man, you need to leave. Like, I'm going to still be here.
Yep.
You know, very Goodwill Hunting in that way.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like, you the smart one, get out of here.
Yeah.
We'll all fling hammers the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go be somebody.
Go be some for me.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
stuck
it for the rest of us, because we're not going to amount to shit.
Right. I'm stuck here making $30 an hour at a construction job.
We're going to be putting peanut butter and jelly sandwiches together for the rest of our lives.
Right. We're losers. You're the winner in the group. Be the winner for us, which I guess is maybe a common theme in some movies now that I say that out loud, but definitely was the vibe, the dynamic of the group going on this basically prolonged camping trip and hike.
Yep. It was quite a walk. It took them, a couple of days to get through this journey. So
you can go to that bridge. Like that bridge is a tourist destination to go see the train tracks they ran across, or the train came across. Yeah.
It's a pretty impressive bridge.
It is an impressive bridge. And they said they used a special lens that made the train look behind them. Clearly it's on green screen when they're jumping out of the way of the train. Like it does get cheesy effects wise. It looked bad then, to be honest with you. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, because I kind of knew that at that point.
We were onto it even at 12 years old, I think.
But they had a lens where they could shoot them and have them in focus and the train in focus, but it would make the train look close to them. The train was actually so far away from them, but they had a lens that brought the train in when they shot them. And that was a cool scene. I would go there. And I think the train's in Northern California. They did, I think they did shoot in kind of that main area. I don't remember. You'd have to look it up. I don't remember where they shot it, but I know that that bridge is not where you would think it would be, or is not where it was supposed to take place, I don't think.
Castle Rock.
Right. Which is cool that he's got his own, he was the first guy to have his own universe, right? Really, if you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, and
Stephen King.
It was, obviously the great Rob Reiner, attached to this movie from a directorial standpoint, and um, he's done a lot of great work in his career. But this is this his biggest movie?
Few Good Men.
Yeah, you're
Few
right.
Good Men. When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it was
He
number
comes
one
on
at the
the
box
scene with,
office, but he had
yeah,
a few of them.
he comes on the scene with Spinal Tap, dude. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, that movie's all time for people
yeah,
like myself, but
me too. Yeah.
yeah,
So he had a run of Misery.
yeah,
This was just in there. It's as good as any of them
agreed.
when it came out.
Yep.
Whether it holds up.
Yeah.
Whether it holds
Like,
up is different, but it was as strong as any of them
yeah,
when it came out. I mean,
yeah,
a rated R teen comedy. I mean, I remember it being a big deal. Like, it was a big deal that it was R and it was kid. Like, there was 4 fucking channels, dude. Like, Gene Shalit was talking about it, dude. Like, when was the last time you saw it before we rewatched it?
all the way through from beginning to end, probably 1990.
Maybe mid-90s. I may have like shown someone that who hadn't seen it. Like sometimes you're just like, oh, well, check this out. The kind of the hanging out in an apartment, whatever. Just
Right.
like, hey, let's put this on. But it had been a long time. I caught pieces of it, but it's not a stop-down movie.
No,
For as much as I liked it, and we'll get to what our current opinion is of it in a minute, I think, but it was maybe the most important movie to me at I mean, I don't know if there was a more important movie to me at that time, probably for a few years. Maybe something else started to come out later, definitely when you start to get into Raiders of the Lost Ark and you know, um, Temple of Doom and stuff like that, or whatever would have been later than that. Like, but man, that I would have told you most of my teenage years, Stand By Me is the best movie I've ever seen. Like as a kid, I just loved it. Like I literally wore out the soundtrack,
me
loved the
too.
movie,
I
rented
think
it when it came out on video a
Yeah.
lot, copied it from, when you could copy player to player. I had a bootleg copy of it. I watched it a lot as a kid, so much that I didn't need to watch it clearly for 30 years or whatever it's been.
I think it's the same thing. I think from 1986 and then all of the plays on cable, maybe up until the early 1990s, I watched it quite a bit when it was on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
it was unbelievable. So really, really, really cool. So then to go rewatch it, it was you warned me because you saw it first, and I looked at you and you were like,
yeah.
like, what do you mean? Like, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna be arguing about this one. Like, I just thought, like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about Stand By Me, dude.
Right.
Like, you're not like, what did you see and not like? And then I saw what your face meant, which was, man, Rob Reiner can and can't direct kids, right? So for me, it was all the kids goofing off stuff, amazing. Like all the them goofing off and having fun and giving each other shit and cussing and the games and da 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 da.
That's what we're searching for as children of that age. Like that was
100%,
definitely
100%.
we identified, right?
But on the flip side of that, anytime it was a kid in a dramatic scene, it was, to me, and I'm judging kids, it's not fair. They were young kids. They were 12 and 13 and 14 at the time. But I've seen E.T. I know kids can act, right?
Yes.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, so, which by the way, his acting holds up because I've seen E.T. many times in the last years, and Harry, who's the kid? Thomas. Henry was an amazing actor as a young kid. We covered Cloak and Dagger. He was good in Cloak and Dagger.
Yep.
Like the little girl from Firestarter, who's also in E.T. Like kids could act, people
Drew
could direct
Barrymore.
kids acting, like
Yeah.
for sure. So I look back at it, but every dramatic scene was awful. Like it was some of the
Agreed.
worst, campiest
I guess
dialogue.
I'm just a big pussy.
You're kind of like, yeah, man, you are.
You are.
You
You're
are.
you're
Will
all
Wheaton. Will Wheaton.
acting like a big pussy too.
You're still a pussy. Yeah.
And rest in peace, River Phoenix. I hate to shit on anything that guy ever did because he was awesome, but
same. His dramatic scenes were like they were
bad.
They were bad.
Yep.
And you know, I will give Feldman was the other one. His dramatic scenes may have been the most realistic, but they're bad. But like when I'm like, okay, who pulled off crying? Because they all cry, right? Everybody fucking cries. Except Vern. Vern screams and cries. Well, no, Vern cries running across the train track. Is when when they're like, come on, Vern, and he's screaming and crying. Which apparently Rob Reiner got him to do that by yelling at him. Like those were genuine tears. Like Rob Reiner yelled at him to move faster, or like, hey, you're screwing this shot up. Like he literally made Jerry O'Connell cry. So that may be why that's the only real looking acting to me, dramatic, you know, like emotional acting. I should call it dramatic because it's all kind of dramatic. But
I thought
the kids were. It was almost. I want to turn this off if this scene goes much longer.
Yeah,
that bad.
It was bad, dude. And I thought the Will Wheaton scene where he pulled the leech off of his.
I like that. You didn't like that?
Lower region. Actually thought that was a believable scene with emotion. I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was great, but it was shock and passing out. Right? It was just like Rob Reiner cannot direct sad kids. Like I don't know. It's the movie, but the movie falls apart every time there's one of those, and there's 4 of them.
Yeah,
there's 4 of them or 5 of them. Where
the acting in the when they're sitting underneath the tree watching Lookout while the other 2 are sleeping, and it's Chris and Gordy talking to each other,
which is River Phoenix and Will Wheaton.
Yeah, it is not very good to me at all.
No,
it just
it hit hard when I was 12. So maybe as a 12-year-old, I was like, this is realistic to me. Like, I don't know, maybe if you're 12, it makes sense. But just looking back on it, I was just like, this is awful. Like literally awful. But the argument is, does it make up for it? Because those are like 4 or 5 moments in the whole film. The soundtrack kills.
It's still a good movie.
It's shot well.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Yeah.
It's adventure movie. You know, it's Goonies. You know, I mean, it's kids on
Goonies
an adventure.
35 years earlier, or
Yeah. From the 50s. It's 50s Goonies, right? So, so it's a tough one for me to make a call on it. The end kind of fizzles out, but it always did. It just kind of like, well, I guess we're all going to go home, and nobody did anything. You know, because they obviously they come across the older kids, find the body about the same time that our 4 adventuring kids find the body, right? So,
I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. We're going to see if we can find a dead body, and that's the story.
Very cut and dry.
Yeah.
And the Will Wheaton pulls the gun and backs off River Phoenix, who's got the switchblade, and it's dramatic. I mean, the end scene was cool, right?
And delivers one of the all-time great lines for a 12-year-old in a movie, which is, "That's my fat one, you cheap dime store hood." And when you're 12, you were like, God, I can't wait to say that to some asshole.
I can't wait to have a 45, eat chocolate, smoke cigarettes, and stand up for myself, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a tricky one. It's fallen in a weird category for me. Hold Up is tough to decide on this one for me because so much of the movie holds up, and then it's just like, so how do I come down on it? Does a movie hold up if it's just a handful of scenes throw it off the rails? It's in a weird space. So much of it is done at a very high level.
Agreed. If you're a
So
student of how to make movies, you should definitely watch this movie.
for sure. For sure.
You
I
know,
mean, the tone's good. It doesn't get silly when it shouldn't get silly. I mean, except for the
the
pie eating
dramatic
contest.
parts by the adult actors
Yeah.
are very good. Like his parents
Yeah.
are
Oh,
very good actors. Like I've seen them in other movies too, but
yeah.
it's
What
tough
did
for
you
me to
think?
give it. Yeah, well, I adored the movie so much. I think I'm looking at it with rose-colored glasses from a 12-year-old perspective, and I
Same.
want to continue to look at it that way,
Hmm.
because like I said, it literally was probably the reason I smoked a Marlboro when I was 12,
For
and
sure.
um, you know, we had a group of buddies and we went out into the woods and had a little fortress and, you know, played cards and we did that
All
shit.
the
I mean,
stuff. All the
literally.
yeah, looking at nudie mags or whatever. Like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
they captured
And
that perfectly.
they
Like,
did.
and
And
that's time. I don't know if kids do it now because I think not
well,
to be
that's the thing
old guy shit, but they're on their phones or whatever time. But we were just told to leave the house and come home when the street lights come on. Like
from
you were gonna hang out at
1959.
the creek. You were gonna
Yeah.
find the
From
closest creek in your neighborhood.
1959. Yeah. To 1986. Right. I don't
Mm,
think there's a whole lot of difference from
Not a ton.
1986 to,
Not a ton.
2016. Holy shit.
Much bigger
Big
jump. So
difference.
kids being bored, unparented, which is a big theme in any of the kids stuff we've talked about in this podcast
Oh,
series.
yeah. Yeah.
The Cloak and Dagger, where it was just like realistic kids are left alone. That's definitely an element that we shared as 70s kids with our 70s and 80s kids with our 50s and 60s parents, right?
Yeah. We got to
So,
experience the same stuff growing up to a
for sure.
degree.
For sure. And it
So,
closes with, the voiceover where you find out River Phoenix is stabbed in the throat, breaking up a fight. Like it's
yep.
all, they kind of
They
give you
they create these
where they know.
bow endings for all of the main characters that just
They did, but they weren't pleasant. Like you
no.
didn't get there and it's like Chris was a real success in life. It was like, no, he got stabbed in the throat. Like,
Yeah.
we never heard from Teddy again. He was an alcoholic.
Yeah. And
Right.
Vern was making like toy seesaws at the factory or some shit.
Something
I mean,
like, yeah. Which I will say, and we talked about this a little bit. For me, when I watched it, River Phoenix stole the movie at 12. Best actor. Who is this guy? I want to be him. He's the best. Rewatching the movie, or it is no question Jerry O'Connell
agree 100.
is the best acting happening is him. He's the best character. He's the most realistic. He stole the movie. And that's the other part of it is like I didn't give two shits about Feldman rewatching it, or revisiting it. There's another podcast called The Rewatch, so I probably should say rewatching it, but revisiting it, right?
Right.
Feldman's Feldman. Like I can't almost get who he is now out of my head, unfortunately. But
A meme.
but
Yeah.
I at the time I thought he was a strong actor. I mean, I don't. They were all pretty strong.
He was white hot. What movie in that time was Corey Feldman not in? I mean,
I don't know. Isn't he 1 or 2 years later Lost Boys?
He's Lost Boys.
Lost Boys is like 87.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
this is 86.
he
He's
had
done a
done
Friday the 13th at this point.
Yep, he's done. Oh man, he had done some other stuff. Dude, he was in Time After Time, the movie about H.G. Wells. He was like 5 years old in that movie. He's been around a long time.
I was aware of who he was when it came out.
Yeah.
Um,
but I think Jerry O'Connell was the best too. He sells when he's telling the initial story about you guys want to see a dead body. That is good acting. Like
really good.
He actually is. It's a pivotal moment because he's getting the attention of the other kids, and I do believe that is very solid.
All he wants. is their
Right.
approval.
Is attention, is approval.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's great, man. Like
Yeah.
that to me, that's if you want to see, he's the only one who brings it. He's the only one it holds up for me.
Agreed.
I'm going to say it holds up. It's a tough recommendation though. It's not, it's a tough recommendation. I would say it holds up. I don't like a lot about it. I am not going to watch this again for a long time. Or maybe never. Which makes me go, how am I saying it holds up if I'm like,
man.
you know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna say holds up. I think I'm being tough on it, for a handful of moments, but as a movie, I think it holds up. I'm a little slower to recommend.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 100% both feet in and go, this movie does not hold up.
Good for you, man. Good for you. I get it. Why?
I just don't know if it's relatable to today's youth if they were to watch it. I think that's one thing. I don't think they would understand that this is how we lived.
No, they don't know how our grandparents lived, and we were looking at, and that's our parents, right?
And that's a big part of it. And then just the acting of the kids is just, to me, not strong enough to carry the weight of the movie anymore.
I get it. And they are the movie.
They're I mean, it worked in 1986 for, I guess, everybody, but for me now, it was just difficult to watch. It was bordering on cringe at moments.
Yeah.
When I was listening to the children act, everything else was great. I think, I said it earlier, I agreed on, how the movie shot, it just, the way it's told. Obviously the story is fantastic. There's no question, but it just, the acting and the fact that, it's just of a different time makes me think it doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
So
it's fair. I mean, I was very, I could tear it apart as quick as I could build it up. I mean, like you said, if you don't buy the 4 kids, it's the movie. So it can't, I understand 100% where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So, I will say one last thing. Well, this doesn't even have to be in there because I think we've kind of decided, but it kind of brought back mailbox baseball. I didn't even know that was a thing until I watched that movie, and it became a thing again.
Well, we did it in high school. That's what I want to say.
Which is after that movie.
Yes, this movie has incredible influence over the things that I did as a young person.
I know.
Like, for real.
I know. I have carved letters in my arm with a knife, like the Cobras were carving the thing in, not deep enough to leave a mark, but but the thing, like we'd get a razor blade and be
a little 2-day scratcher,
yeah, AC/DC, whatever. But it had stuff in there that you were like, oh, like, all right, yeah, I don't know. There was something, it had an impact. Like, doesn't mean the movie holds up clearly to you, right? But you can't deny it had some stuff going on that kind of stuck with you.
Absolutely. There's divine influence in the movie. It's just, it's just, I couldn't recommend it.
Yeah. Fair. Does not hold up for you. It holds up for me.
Yep.
All right, cool.
I think we've come to the end of this one. We understand how we feel about the movie. David thinks it holds up. I do not think it holds up. And, that may not be popular. Go after me in the comments if you think I'm wrong. I don't care.
Right. And whatever facts we got wrong about any of the actors we talked
please
about,
crucify us in the comments. We're ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, Indiana Jones came out before this. You can't say that. Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of that.
We're totally ready for that shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
So appreciate everybody hanging out. I hope you have
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Great time. Great night. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a great day.
We talk about movies that were out when we were growing up. The good ones that cheesy ones and the awful ones. Mark and Derry tell us if the movies hold up today. Welcome to the Hold Up. Welcome to the Hold Up. Welcome to the Hold Up.